What if your dog could speak? Not bark, not whine, not nudge your hand with their nose hoping you understand, but actually speak. In words you could hear and feel and carry with you long after the conversation ended. What would they say? Most of us like to imagine it would be something simple, something about food or walks or that squirrel they saw last Tuesday. But the truth, the real, deeply emotional truth, is that what your dog would say to you has nothing to do with any of that. What they would ask for runs so much deeper than a treat or a toy or an extra hour at the park, because your dog has been trying to tell you something for their entire life. Every wag of their tail, every time they press their head into your hand, every time they follow you from room to room without being asked. It has all been a language, a quiet, consistent, heartbreakingly loyal language that most owners spend a lifetime hearing without ever fully understanding. Today, that changes. Because today, your dog gets to speak. And what they would ask for, these six things, might be the most important words you have ever heard from the one who loves you most. The first thing your dog would ask for is something so simple it almost feels too small to mention, and yet it is the thing they crave more than almost anything else in the world. They would ask you to be present, not nearby, not in the same room while your eyes are fixed on a screen. Truly, completely, fully present, in the way that they are always present with you. Think about the way your dog looks at you. When you are in the room, you are their entire universe. They are not thinking about yesterday. They are not worried about tomorrow. They are here, right now, with you fully. And all they have ever wanted, all they have ever quietly hoped for, is for you to be here with them in the same way, even if only for a few minutes each day. Put the phone down, sit on the floor with them, let them climb into your lap or press against your side. Let your eyes meet theirs without looking away. Because to your dog, those moments of real presence are not small, they are everything. They are the moments your dog will carry in their heart for the rest of their life. The second thing your dog would ask for might surprise you. It is not more food, it is not more toys, it is not even more walks, though they would certainly never say no to that. The second thing your dog would ask for is to be spoken to, not commanded, not corrected, spoken to. Your dog does not understand every word you say, but they understand something far more powerful than words. They understand tone, they understand warmth, they understand the difference between a voice that loves them and a voice that dismisses them. And what your dog has always hoped for, what they would ask you for directly if they could, is to hear your voice the way it sounds when you are happy to see them, soft, warm, like they matter. Because to them, the sound of your voice is one of the most beautiful things in their world. Talk to them, tell them about your day, tell them they are a good dog, tell them you love them. They may not understand the words, but they will feel every single one. The third thing your dog would ask for is something that many owners accidentally take away without ever realizing it. Your dog would ask you for patience, real patience, the kind that does not huff or sigh or pull on the leash when they stop to smell something for the 47th time on the same walk. Here is something most people do not understand about dogs. The world does not come to them through their eyes the way it comes to us. It comes through their nose. When your dog stops and presses their face into the grass or lingers at the base of a fence post for what feels like forever, they are not being difficult. They are reading. They are experiencing the world in the only language their body knows. And all they would ask is for you to let them, to slow down with them, to resist the urge to rush the 1 hour of the day when the outside world is theirs to explore. Patience, to your dog, is not just a kindness. It is one of the deepest forms of respect you can show them. The fourth thing your dog would ask for is the one that sits heaviest in the heart. If your dog could speak, they would look at you with those eyes, those impossibly honest, impossibly loyal eyes, and they would ask you not to leave them alone for too long. This is not a guilt trip. This is simply the truth of what a dog is. Dogs are not built for solitude. They are built for connection, for companionship, for the warmth of a pack. And you are their pack. Every hour you are gone is an hour your dog spends waiting. not angry, not resentful, just waiting. Watching the door, listening for your footsteps, carrying a quiet ache that only feels when you walk back through the door and the whole world rights itself again. They are not asking you to never leave. They understand, in their own way, that you must. What they are asking for is to know that when you go, you will come back. And when you do come back, no matter how long you have been gone, to greet them like it matters. Because to them, your return is not a small thing. It is the best moment of their day, every single day, without exception. The fifth thing your dog would ask for is something that exists in the quiet spaces between all the big moments, between the walks and the meals and the play sessions. It lives in the moments when nothing is happening at all. Your dog would ask you for touch, not grooming, not the distracted pat on the head as you pass by. Real, intentional, loving touch, the kind where your hand rests on their back and stays there. The kind where you scratch behind their ears slowly and feel them lean into your hand with their whole body. The kind where they roll onto their back and you rub their belly and the world just stops for a moment for both of you. Science tells us that when you touch your dog with warmth and intention, both of your bodies release oxytocin, the bonding hormone, the love hormone. Your dog's stress drops, their heart rate slows, their whole nervous system settles. Touch for a dog is not a luxury, it is a biological need. It is the way they feel safe in a body that cannot use words. And all they have ever wanted is for you to touch them like you mean it, like they are not just a pet in your house, but a soul you chose to love. The sixth thing your dog would ask for is the one that will stay with you long after this video ends. It is the quietest of all six, and it is the most profound. If your dog could speak, they would ask you to see them, not to look at them, you do that every day, but to truly see them, to see the loyalty that has never once wavered, to see the love that has never once been conditional, to see the animal who has watched you at your worst and loved you anyway, who has seen you cry and stayed close, who has celebrated your good days with a joy so pure and unperformed that it could break your heart just to witness it. Your dog would ask you to see that they are not just a responsibility or a companion or a source of comfort when you need it. They are a relationship, one of the most honest relationships you will ever have in your life. They have never pretended with you, they have never held back. They have never loved you partially or conditionally or only when it was convenient. They have given you everything, every day, without keeping score. And all they would ask, the last and deepest thing they would ask, is for you to know that, to carry that with you, to let it change the way you look at them when they are lying at your feet, or waiting by the door, or pressing their nose into your hand for no reason at all except that you are near and being near you is the only place they ever want to be. Six things, six simple, profound, achingly honest things. Be present, speak to them, be patient, come back to them, touch them with love, and see them for everything they truly are. You did not just get a dog. You entered into one of the most sacred agreements life has to offer, to be loved without condition by a creature who asks for so little and gives so endlessly that it should take your breath away. So the next time your dog looks up at you with those eyes, and they will, because they always do, remember what they are saying. Remember what they would ask for if they had the words. And then give it to them every day, for every day you have left together, because one day the house will be quiet and you will give anything, anything in the world to hear those paws on the floor one more time. Do not wait for that day to love them the way they deserve. Love them now, fully, presently, without distraction. They have been asking you to in every way they know how since the very first day they met you.